Hey guys, welcome back. So a quick video, just wanted to show you this DIY shoulder rig, although it's not exactly DIY because it's just standard photography parts that I screwed together using the standard screws that come included, and that's it. So it took about a minute to put together. And then you need a Giotttos as the base, a Giottos quick release. So this is the 621. I'll put links below to everything. But basically a Giottos quick release, which is the one I like anyways. And then 3 photography arms, photography and video friction arm thingies, and 3 handles which are optional. So these metal handles, which once again are just standard parts. They have a female at the bottom and a male at the top. And that's it. So everything just screws together. The newer Giottos, you want to make sure that you get the newer Giottos, which has screws on both sides, because the older model had a screw, I think, here and here, and nothing on this side. So you want the one that has the 2 screws there, and then the third one just screws in at the bottom. Okay, so here's some footage from the shoulder rig. It's at wide angle now, 16mm on crop sensor size. I'm using the camera in crop mode. $50mm on crop, so on full frame it would be about 70. So a few things to remember. First of all, this is better when used together with a viewfinder like I'm doing right now. So if you had it like this, then you'd lose a little bit of stability, because you do get a bit of stability from the viewfinder. And of course I am a professional, so I've had lots of experience and I have steady hands, so of course it does depend on the camera operator who's using it. And some slow walking, hopefully I don't bump into anything. It's not really something you can use for running, but slow walking. So the total cost here is about 15 to 25 pounds for this one, depending on where you get it and what deal there is. And then about £7 to £10 each for these. You can get slightly stronger ones from photography and cinema, but you know, just all the cheap ones is like, for the ones that are about £7 to £10, they're fine as well. Just they're slightly weaker, but they're fine too. And then these are about £5 each. And yeah, and that's it. And then so it's a shoulder rig that can be folded down fairly quickly, like this. And it's all metal, it's fairly strong, and you will want to get something to connect these very tightly. So use some sort of pair of pliers to when you lock these down, because you don't want them to come out of place when you're using it. And one of these is a larger screw. This is a 3/8, and this is a 1/4 inch hole on here. So you'll want, you probably already have one, but you'll want a little adapter from 3/8 to 1/4 inch, that little silver thing you see in there. So you'll want one of those as well. Most of you will probably have one from whatever, but yeah, that's it. That's the parts list. Folds down, fairly compact. And the reason I actually made this was because I spoke about, in a video that I made yesterday, I spoke about how the Gorilla Pods were not really strong enough, even though there are, you know, some nice Gorilla Pods. They weren't really quite strong enough for my taste, so I made this thing. Now, I'm not going to be using this thing as my standard shoulder rig. I actually still prefer the Gorilla Pod because of its lower weight and because it's quicker to set up, because I literally just pull the legs open like that and place it on my shoulder, and it's ready to go in about 1 second. Whereas this thing, I have to sort of tighten the screws down and stuff. So, I mean, this is fine, but it does take a little bit longer to set up. You know, just, I prefer the lightweight and ease of use of this. So this isn't a replacement for me, but still a really good shoulder rig. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Visit my channel for lots more awesome filmmaking and photography videos, like lighting techniques, DIY projects, behind the scenes tutorials, cameras, lenses, adapters, shoulder rigs, stabilizers, flashes, LEDs, microphones, bags, straps, studio backgrounds, tripods, float heads, sliders, multi-tools, and lots more cool stuff.